Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Haven't been really updating on the car much. That's only because I'm just bad at filming. I hope to get better at that though, because I've actually been doing a lot of fun stuff on here, and I think, hey man, there's not a lot of Scion Tc 2AZ FE videos out there. Let me go ahead and do this for the modification purposes. Now there's a ton of videos out there I have referenced, and there's so many good creators out there creating how to fix and repair and replace the 2AZ FE, but not really a lot of channels that show modifying it. And that's for good reason. The 2AZ FE platform is not really a heavily modifiable platform in terms of the engine internals. It does not like to accept boost. The most you can do on a stock 2AZ FE engine is about 7 pounds of boost. So as you can see, I've got a little setup behind me. I'm going to go over that in the video when I take the camera off the mount and actually show you in depth what we're working with here. But for the goal of this car is really just to turbo it. I'm going to have a boost controller on it so that I don't go over that 7 pounds, but I want to turbo it because not a lot of TCs are turboed, not a lot of 2AZ FEs are turboed. The Mighty Car Mods actually did a 2AZ FE turbo quite a while, about 3 years ago now. It's a very informational video for me. I've been able to use that to help me figure out how and what and where. But lo and behold, again, the 2AZ FE is not a heavily modified engine. But we're going to hope to change that. So eventually along the lines, what we're going to do is show you how to turbo it, how to have fun with it. I've got a cheap ass turbo. I'm not even going to lie. It's a $100 eBay turbo. The whole goal of this was just to do it, kind of do it cheaply, with the knowledge that I might just actually destroy this engine, and we don't want to do that. But we're gonna do our best not to. Eventually, what we're gonna do is, once we get the funds available, we're gonna buy the BC Stroker kit. The BC Racing Stroker kit for this engine that should actually beef up the internals. With that kit comes new rods, new pistons, new sleeves, and it actually requires you to bore out the engine just slightly. But that's okay. That'll come, like I said, way in time. Hopefully, I'll be able to document that one too, so you'll be able to join me for that journey. But for right now, we're just going to go over what I've been doing, what is on the car now, what we've got set aside, what we're working on, and really that's just it. I'm hoping to get back into this channel, maybe start uploading more frequently, hopefully once a week with what I'm doing here. It's twofold. It gets me into the garage, motivates me to start working on this thing, and two, hopefully I just start getting an audience, and you guys can motivate me further to get in the garage, work on this thing. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for coming back to the channel. If you haven't noticed, I've been other things. I've been skydiving. Feel free to look up those videos. Those are actually fun. Follow my journey there. I will say that now that I'm licensed and I've got, if you have never thrown yourself out of an airplane or strapped yourself to somebody inside of an airplane to get thrown out, I highly suggest you do it. There's nothing on earth that experiences to that thrill. It is god awful terrifying the first time you do it. You know, it's completely against every ounce of your body to throw yourself out of an airplane. But the more you do it, the better you get, the more fun you have. If you've never done a tandem, I highly encourage it. There's just something about yeeting yourself out of an aircraft at 13,000 feet that you will never forget. You will never have anything come close to it. So if you're curious about it, do it. If you're not curious about it, I highly encourage you to get curious about it and do it. So thanks for joining me. This is going to be a fun journey. I hope to, again, bring all of y'all into my garage, what we're doing, and hopefully we build this TC together, because at the end of the day, we're just going to go have fun and break. All right, so let's start with what is done to the car. I have drilled slotted rotors and EBC red pads all the way around. The suspension is one of the things I do want to upgrade. As you can see, we've got a glow shift sandwich filter down there to help some of our inputs for oil pressure and whatnot. We've got a painted valve cover, and the back here, what you can see is this is the Weapon R intake. The stock intake manifold is gone. We've gone ahead and put this in, got it to our throttle body. Throttle body's out to some intercooler tubing for now. That's all going to be done once we finally get the turbo in there, as you guys know. The one thing about this Weapon R intake manifold on this Scion Tc, and this is the 2010, by the way, is that the proper way to do it is to drop the engine completely, mount and bolt up the the intake manifold, then kind of drop the engine back in the car, la-di-da-di. I went ahead and took a different route. This is the tray pre-filter that goes into your cabin air filter for your AC. I went ahead and just slightly cut a notch in there. Did that with just a standard angle grinder and cut off bit there. That allowed me to get enough clearance to drop this in there and bolt it up. But I've got all the parts there. We're going to weld that back on once we get done. So that's really the extent. We've got the coolant pipe off. We've got the engine kind of cleaned up, as you can see. What this car lacks and doesn't like to accept boost, the engine bay surely suggests otherwise. Look at all this room I have to work with here. And this is just with only taking out that coolant hose. There's plenty of room to actually drop a turbo in there. And that was my whole want and desire to do this. Not only that, but make this car just slightly faster. But really, look at all that space. Why not throw a turbo in there? So miscellaneous parts, intercooling, blow-off valve, etc. Got my welder, chop saws, plasma cutter, cheap eBay turbo. It's a cheap one, so we're going to see how long this lasts. If this doesn't blow up, the engine will. But that's part of the journey. Once I destroy something here, the goal is to learn how to rebuild it. That's just what I do. I like being self-sufficient. I like learning, and I like working on cars. So what I blow up, we're going to learn how to build, and then we'll show everybody how to do it. So again, one of the biggest motivations and influence I have on doing this, it was the Mighty Car Mods build. They did about 3 years ago. I think they turbocharged a Camry, which is a 2AZ FE platform as well. And they had a lot of trouble with it. Basically, there are no kits that come that will turbocharge this car. You have to build it. And so what I've done here is I've gone to the junkyard and I've salvaged a header from a trashed Scion XB. It's the same manifold as the Scion Tc, so it works. I went ahead and welded up an exhaust extension on here, welded up some oxygen port bungs and a V-band clamp. Now, do not knock me for my welds. I am not a welder. I am a carpenter by trade. It's what I do. I'm only now briefly getting into welding and learning that I'm bad at it, but we get better with practice, as I've learned from skydiving. So that is the manifold, or I'm sorry, the exhaust manifold. It's got two bungs on there, one for the oxygen sensor, one for the V-band sensor. It's going to go right in there, I think, perfectly, and we should be able to mount that turbo, direct it right back down to the exhaust, the stock exhaust, which we're going to update eventually, but still have enough tubing to throw in the intercooler and all that. So that's pretty much what we've done. Slight tour of the garage. We've kind of got shit all over the place, but you know, it is what it is. All the tools I think necessary to do this build, but we'll find out. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far and you're actually interested in this build and you want to see what we do, where we go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I will not pester you guys with doing that. I really don't even think that people are going to watch this, but it's worth a shot. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more, and we're going to have fun with this.